Hello friends, it's Kiana with Ragged Pages. I have a May calendar header to do with you today. As you can see, I have already done the pencil sketching and it's inspired by strawberries this month. I remember growing up doing strawberry May baskets for our neighbors, and so I wanted to do something with strawberries and something a little magical. So this picture is like a cluster of strawberries, and then there's a little door in the bottom left hand corner, and you see a little mouse walking up. Anyway, so after I did all the pencil markings, I erased it so that it was barely there and traced it with marker. And I'm just going to continue going through this till I get all the little details, and I'm kind of perfecting kind of the sketched out look of the pencils and just adding the exact lines I want with this marker. I'm just using a black Sharpie, and then after the Sharpie is dried, I go back through and erase the remainder of the pencil. So there is the final product, and then I'm just going through my colored pencils and deciding what to do. You know, in a cluster of strawberries where they have like not quite ripe ones and they're yellow and kind of white, and then there's a little bit of the unripe part at the top of the strawberries? That's what I'm putting in first. So I put white in to kind of mute the yellow, and then I color yellow over the top of it because I don't want like a super bright yellow. And then here I'm just showing that some of the seeds don't necessarily look yellow, but some of them kind of almost blend into the strawberry, like a purple or a burgundy or something. So I'm going through and putting yellow seeds in at the top where it would be less ripe, and then I add a deeper red all the way through. And I've got my trusty sharpener. It's a Staedtler or Straedler, I forget. But it's handy dandy. I've had it since college. So anyway, I'm going through and trying to avoid the seeds and just get all the colors right. In my little fairy tale land in this picture, this strawberry is sitting on the ground, and it's got kind of a yard around it and some grass that's grown up the side, and I didn't want to miss that part. So I will just continue adding color. Kind of checking the leaves on these strawberries too, which was handy that I had strawberries right there with me. There's kind of a lighter spot around the stem where it almost doesn't get as dark a green. So I put the lighter green on the inside in an almost circular area, and then make the tips darker and kind of scraggly looking. And there's a lot of leaves. And in strawberry patches, the leaves grow in threes. So I have 2 full groups of 3 and then 1 leaf coming outside of 3. So I just continue adding colors and shapes and shades, and you can see it kind of coming together here. But I've added a lot of different colors to try to make it look as realistic and fairy tale-ish at the same time. I'd be interested to know what your favorite art tools are. I think that crayons and colored pencils and pens and pencils can be just so fun, and they're so simple. You don't need anything for a piece of paper. I mean, it's of course fun to do collage and junk journaling and painting and all those things, but you need a little bit more setup time for that. So it's nice sometimes when you're just really busy and you just want to sit down for a quick minute and do a little bit of fun, just to pull out your colored pencils. So these are some favorites of mine. Anyway, you can see here I am coloring in my little mouse, and this is not a real mouse, obviously. I've put a little shirt on it, like a vest, and this mouse is walking with a basket of something yellow. Maybe he went to market and got some bread. Anyway, he's heading in. And you can see that I colored in May, because obviously this is the calendar for May, but I end up changing it. So I'll have this picture available as a printable in my shop, which I'll have linked down below, but I didn't like the end result in this drawing, so I added it. I changed it a little bit. The end result is a little different. And I'm just adding a little bit more detail in here. I added a second strawberry. Well, not a second, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth strawberry. Even though it's colored pencil, I wanted to add a lot of depth in here if I could. So I'm just adding, I think this is like a royal purple. And I have so many different brands of pencils. So there you have it. There is my May calendar header. Hope you guys are doing well. We'll talk to you later.